Eddie Henderson, SSRIstories.com. That's why this radio show is so important. We bring you all these activists, all these researchers. I want to just add, in closing with our guest, before Wayne Madsen comes up, that I have had countless neurologists, brain surgeons, psychologists, psychiatrists, medical doctors on, going back over a decade, breaking all this down. And we forced it now onto the drug labels. We forced it into the media. And now it's common knowledge. But 10 years ago, I'd get laughed at. Oh, yeah, Prozac made the people do the shooting. Sure they did. So let's continue. Because under the New Freedom Initiative, you never really commented on that. You are aware of the New Freedom Initiative where they want to put half the kids on drugs?
Well, yes, I am aware, too. And of the Mothers Act, where they want to put mothers who are pregnant and having children and so forth, they want to diagnose them and see if they have, have depression and so forth. Are you aware of the Mothers Act?
Oh, absolutely. When a woman goes in to have the child, they're already doing it here in Austin. They have a computer on the wall, and it's hooked into the health department. And they ask, do you have money? Is your husband nice to you? Do you have trouble paying your bills? And then they can say your kid's at risk. The mother wonders why the CPS is there trying to take the kid. But also, they then, yes, try to say having a baby is mental illness. It's not natural. Of course not. And that we're going to put you on these drugs. Yeah, tell folks about that.
Well, on SSRI Stories Index, there's 46 cases of postpartum depression where the mother killed herself and usually the baby because she was taking an SSRI. I mean, and so they're trying to say that this was the postpartum depression that did it instead of the drug.
No, ma'am. This is all done on purpose. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the locals implementing it or compartmentalized, they don't know. But it's the same problem, reaction, solution. It's like when the vaccines kill babies, it came out in court, they knew. They would just say the mother had shaken the baby when really it was an autoimmune response. That's why they had blood on the brain. And then they would go ahead and arrest the mom because the hospital killed them with the at-birth vaccine. It expands from there. They know the SSRIs are making the mothers kill their kids, so then they say, oh, everybody's got to be on it. That's the problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's usually what they say. You're right there.
Well, it's pure evil, ma'am, pure evil. It's all by design. But I bet you're a nice person. I bet you don't think they're doing it by design, do you?
I don't think what?
You're a nice person. Oh. I bet you think the system isn't doing it by design.
I don't know if they're doing it by design. I think they're doing it for a number of reasons. Well, there's greed, of course, from the pharmaceutical companies, naturally. And then they have all their lobbyists up there in Washington, D.C., paying people off. And then, of course, the sales representatives, they influence the doctors. And there's advertising on TV. You can't hardly watch, TV without seeing these ads for Paxil and Cymbalta and Lexapro and Celexa and all the SSRIs, And so I think that it's, I don't know. Do you think it's 1984 and this is summer?
Yes, ma'am. Let me give you the document points. Go to whatistheendgame.com because you're a great researcher. That's a bibliography for my film, Endgame.
Okay.
Read those documents. But, yes, the United Nations first Solicitor General, his full title was Aldous Huxley, Director General UNESCO. They say this is the plan. And you can also read Bertrand Russell saying it's the plan, Nobel Prize winner. So, yes, ma'am. And I know that's shocking, but it's all engineered. It's all by design. It's so cold-blooded. It dwarfs just any evil ever committed in history. And, of course, their guild members, their low-level priests don't know. They're filling the priest role. Like Hitler said his Gestapo was a priesthood. And you have the Vatican with the Jesuits, a priesthood. So a priesthood is a model of kind of an inter-party enforcer. But that's what they actually call the psychologist and psychologist is their new priesthood. And they give people the poisons and the death and control. But that is to carry out the overall eugenics.
All right. I agree, though. Of course, the psychiatrists started the eugenics movement. Eugenics went into Hitler loved eugenics, so...
Yes, ma'am. You will find that. Listen, I've learned a lot from you, and hopefully this has been symbiotic in spreading the word. I'd love to have you back up. The website's incredible. SSR Stories, SSRIstories.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Take care. Wayne Madsen coming up. Stay with us.
This is the shipping version of the Liberty unit. It's the basic unit that we work with. It consists of 14 cases and a pail of sprouting seeds and a sprouter. Extremely well balanced, and this is the one that we adjust for special dietary needs. like diabetics and people with gluten intolerances. Also, those who are concerned about not having any soy products or textured vegetable protein, this is the unit that we adjust for special needs. All of these one-year supplies are extremely well balanced. They have all the fruits and vegetables and dairy products, everything that you need for a normal diet, and it fits most people. But if you have special needs, if you're a vegan, or if you're a diabetic, or have gluten intolerances, please call us directly and we'll be able to adjust your unit to fit what you need. The 800 number is 800-810-4441, and that will get our administrative office, and we'll help you as best we can.